Now, a Kansas man says his free speech rights were violated during a public forum at a KC library.
Report by Human Rights Watch accusing Russia of the biggest crackdown on free speech.
आप बाकी समझते हैं कि पाकिस्तान में आज़ादी इज़हार पे बहुत ज़्यादा पाबंदियाँ हैं?
We conducted a survey among 40 students and teachers in our school to gather insights from the educated community regarding this issue. Our objective was to assess the level of awareness and practical applications of freedom of speech in their lives. All group members actively participated, with some distributing surveys and others engaging in discussions.
We were able to collect surveys from around Germany, Pakistan, Malaysia, and the USA. We tried our best to keep a balance amongst the results by aiming at both the literate and illiterate part of our society. For the illiterate ones, we had to go to them and we had to convert our surveys into Urdu and explain it to them as they were unable to truly understand, read, or write. Around 53% of our respondents were teenagers, which is the highest, followed by people in their 20s. Around 47% of the respondents were not at all aware of what freedom of speech is, and a very little percentage was actually aware, which is quite concerning. When it came to knowing about the legal protection their state gave them for their free speech, the number dropped down to 14%, which is worse than we expected it to be. When we asked them about where do they usually get information about their freedom of speech, even the tiniest bit, we were not really shocked to know that around 61% didn't at all, which was followed by them getting knowledge from the internet. The least knowledge they got about this was from educational institutes and workplace, which is extremely disappointing, as we will definitely learn about the quadratic equations from these institutes, but we will not be taught our basic rights as a citizen living in the community. These people getting their information from the internet is also quite concerning, as when we asked them that how confident do you feel in identifying misinformation from the media, around 46% were not at all confident and around 42% were not very confident, whereas around only 11% actually felt like they could identify false information and they could separate it from the actual or genuine information.
Hi, I'm Zehra and I'm from Indonesia. I am currently a student in Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan, studying psychology. To me, freedom of speech means having the freedom to express my thoughts and opinions without having to conceal anything. It's about being who I am. And being here for quite some time already, I realized that not many people speak English outside the campus. I understand that it's my responsibility to study the local language, but due to the language barrier, my presence and perspective is sometimes neglected. So I wish that people here can be open to a more universal communications.
Hi, my name is Rana. I am from Egypt, but I'm living in Saudi Arabia. So today I'm speaking about freedom of speech. So we used, like in the past, not to have our freedom of wearing whatever we want, or like you don't have the freedom of wearing and expressing the way you will like have your own fashion style, of your own like way to speak about yourself or express yourself in the society. 6 years ago in Saudi Arabia, back then we didn't have any freedom about a lot of topics. People there didn't used to have their freedom to express themselves.
जो सेक्शन 58 है ना सीआरपीसी का, वो हमें असेस देता है कि अगर आप वो क्राइम देख रहे हैं, वो पीओ है, मतलब प्रोक्लेम ऑफेंडर होते हैं ना, जो जिन पे एफआईआर रजिस्टर होती है, वो चले जाते हैं, हो जाते हैं, उन्हें आप खुद भी पकड़ सकते हैं। अगर आपके पास पावर नहीं तो आप पुलिस को भी उतार सकते हैं। वो आपका जो नियम है ना, वो सीक्रेट रखेंगे। वो आपके पास सेक्शन सीआरपीसी आपको पावर देता है, क्रिमिनल प्रोसीजर कोड, कि आप पकड़ सकते हैं खुद भी सेक्शन 58। ये लीगल रिस्ट्रिक्शन ये है कि आप कानून को हाथ में ला लें। इस साइबर क्राइम है, आप किसी के, आपकी और किसी फैमिली के मेंबर की आपकी कुछ चल रही है, कोई डिस्प्यूट चल रही है, क्लैशेस चल रहे हैं, आप उनकी फ़ोटो लगा के कि ये फॉर एग्जांपल करें कि ये मेरी फैमिली के हैं, इन्होंने मेरे साथ ये किया है, बदतमीज़ी की है और ये इस तरह की वो इस तरह की लाइक दैट औरतें हैं, बड़ी बदतमीज़, इस तरह की आप उनकी ह्यूमिलेशन करें ऑन सोशल मीडिया,
असैसिनेशन हो जाता है,
करेक्टर असैसिनेशन करें, तो फिर उसके लिए आपको फिर साइबर क्राइम होगा। इस तरह की लिमिटेशन रखी हुई है कि इस तरह की कोई भी सोशल मीडिया पे किसी की करेक्टर असैसिनेशन ऑन मीडिया नहीं। आपका अगर पर्सनल इशू है तो यू हैव राइट टू फाइल सूट अगेंस्ट आप, ठीक है, केस स्ट्रांग होना है, आपको ना कोई चीज़ इस तरह की एविडेंशियरी वैल्यू देनी पड़ेगी। कलेक्ट ऑफ एविडेंस होगा आपके पास, मटेरियल इस तरह का होगा जो प्रूव करे, चेन बनाए। एक प्लेंटिफ होता है जिसके साथ समझे उसका जिसका राइट वायलेट हुआ है, और जो डिफेंड करता है उसे कहते हैं डिफेंडेंट।
First, our group decided to raise awareness about the topic and promote our social media accounts to make knowledge accessible to everyone. We accomplished this by distributing pamphlets created by group members, reaching people of all ages. Shortly thereafter, we seized the opportunity presented by our cultural event at our school to expand our efforts. We distributed our pamphlets, conducted surveys, and engaged in discussions with students, teachers, and other participants.
On this significant day, we came together to raise awareness about the crucial value of freedom of speech. Individuals showed their commitment by placing tape on their mouth, representing the power of expression. Additionally, we had a cake designed with the image of our pamphlet regarding freedom of speech. We tried our best to educate as many people as possible about the significance of freedom of speech. We encouraged everyone to participate and asked them to share their thoughts, and also asked questions related to this important topic. Later, we asked participants to reflect on what they learned from the experience and what action they plan to take to promote and protect this fundamental right.
After each awareness campaign and event, we requested the participants to fill in the post-awareness survey. We were able to positively impact around 48% of participants by changing their viewpoint, and about 65% think that our events were useful and that we should continue in the future. We also asked if there were some takeaways from the event, and 53% did take away knowledge.
Furthermore, we organized a debate session to promote free speech. Before the debate, we conducted a pre-awareness survey to gather initial perspectives of the participants. And after the debate, we conducted a post-awareness survey to analyze any shifts in people's awareness and viewpoints.
So let's start with the right hand side.
I stand firmly in favor of preserving this church. अगर हमारी बातें कोई सुन रहा होता तो शायद इशू इतना ज्यादा ना होता। If liberty means anything at all, it means the right to tell people what they do not want to hear. लेकिन पूरी तरह freedom of speech को आप नहीं हम कर पा सकते। Alright, we do have a freedom of speech. Where is our freedom?
After analyzing the results of the post-awareness surveys, we made an interesting discovery. Individuals who initially believed that this was not a significant issue recognized its vital importance and expressed the urgent need for attention. This clearly highlighted the powerful impact of the debate in raising awareness and transforming perspectives.